Hey besties, what is up? How's everybody doing? I just wanted to come back with a week 4, 5, and 6 update of the 75 hard, just to let you guys know how it's been going. We're gonna go over some things that I'm starting to realize, go over the books that I've been reading, and we're gonna share all of that tea. So let's go ahead and get into it. But before we do, that you comment, like, and subscribe down below, and let's jump into the video. All right, so how is everybody who's going through this challenge? How are you guys doing? Like, let me know down in the comments. I'm so interested to know how everyone is doing on this journey. I just want to know how everybody else is doing before we even just sit here and selfishly talk about me for the rest of the video. But there are some things that I do want to go over with you guys today, so I don't expect this video to be too long because your girl's ready to go out there and party and like just have a good time. And when I mean go out there, I don't actually mean go out. I mean get dressed up in my living room and watch movies. In my weeks 2 and 3 video, I did let you guys know some things that I wanted to change with the 75 hard. One of them was to cut out carbs, cut out sodas, and read 15 pages instead of the regular 10 pages. A little update on that. I have cut back a little bit on carbs. I still like pasta. Like, my thing is I like Chipotle and I like Mexican inspired or Mexican style dishes, and so who can eat like a burrito bowl without using the chip? Like, you need the tortilla chip. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I have not been doing so well with cutting out the sodas. I'll have a Sprite maybe about once a week or maybe twice a week, and it's just something about a Sprite that it's so hard for me to give up. I'm trying my hardest. I even tried to buy like a LaCroix, and LaCroix is nasty. Like, if you've ever had a Sprite in your entire life, you're not gonna want a LaCroix to drink and substitute for a Sprite. It's good on its own, but it will never substitute a Sprite for me. And it's the holiday season. You guys know Sprite comes out with the new like holiday theme, like cranberry or something mixed with Sprite, and that drink is so, I cannot wait. Like, Thanksgiving is not complete without my cranberry Sprite. But we're gonna try. I just went on a whole rant about Sprite, but we're gonna go ahead and try it. I'm gonna try, not we. It's just me. You guys didn't make this commitment. I did. So I'm going to try and cut out as much as I can and cut down on the Sprite. As far as the 15 pages, that has kind of made this journey a little bit harder. Adding the extra 5 pages, which I know you're probably like, 5 pages, no big deal. Is that 10 extra minutes of reading? Yes, but the 15 pages makes a huge difference from the 10 pages. 15 pages is like you're now fully immersed in the book, and when I read 15 pages, I tend to go over to about 20 pages, which takes up a lot of time because it's now double the time that I would take to have the 10 pages read. So it just adds a lot more. It doubles my reading time, which I'm not, whatever, I like to read. Like, I just graduated from law school, so of course I don't mind reading. But it's just that a fact that I have other things to do throughout the day, so this is kind of eating into my time. I'm just going to plan my days better, but I really enjoyed doing the extra 15 pages. So let's talk about the changes that I want to make going forward. Today is day 46 of me doing the 75 hard. So some changes that I want to make from day 46, which is today, all the way on to day 75, is only one thing. I need to cut out sweets after dark. Completely cut them out. After 8 o'clock, I am not going to have any more sweets because it has taken over my life. Sugar has like somehow found its way into my life late at night, and it's not doing me any justice. It's not doing me any good. It's simply harming all the progress that I'm trying to make. Probably something that I wish I would have done starting in week 1 or starting with day 1, and I would have been closer to my fitness goals and my physical goals had I done that a lot sooner. Weeks 4, 5, and 6, like this window has been the hardest. Weeks 1 through 3, fine. 4, 5, and 6 has actually been legit difficult. Like, I can see why people say the 75 hard is not that easy. Weeks 1 and 2 and 3, I was sitting there bragging like, oh, it's so easy, it's no big deal, you just gotta do it. Yeah, right. It's actually hard, because when life hits you, you realize how much of your life and your time this takes up. It takes up a lot. 2 weeks ago, I went camping with some of my friends, and while I was camping, there was alcohol and like bad food and a lot of snacks and just like not really working out as twice a day. You know, not as much physical activity as what I would normally do. We were walking around all day, but that wasn't a 45-minute workout. Being around friends and being around family, you tend to forget what you have personally going on, and I just wanted to do what my friends are doing. It was so easy for me to say, oh, okay, we're taking shots, that's cool, let me just grab a shot. And I had to consciously tell myself, okay, Brianna, they're not on the 75 hard journey, you are, and don't become susceptible to the peer pressure that's out there. Now, the one thing, like the one major saving grace that I am so thankful for is my friend Rachel. She went ahead and before I even got to the campsite, she let everybody know, hey, Brianna's not going to be drinking, that she's on this little challenge, she's doing a great job, and so let's just support her and not offer her anything. And it was a pretty good weekend. I had a great time and it was amazing. It was definitely enlightening, and everybody there understood what I had to do. One takeaway that I would like to share with you guys from that story is to make sure everybody that you interact with on the daily knows that you're going through this, knows that you have a goal and an objective, and they understand what it takes to fulfill the 75 hard, so that way they're not out here randomly pressuring you to do the things that you don't need to be doing. It also holds you accountable. The more people that you know, the more people that you tell. Like, I feel accountable now that I'm recording this for YouTube. I'm posting it on my Instagram pages and on TikTok. I feel the accountability to consistently do this and consistently show up every single day, if not just for myself, for those around me as well. All of that sounds like cute and fun, but let's get serious. Weeks 4, 5, and 6 has been the hardest thus far, and I feel like I am reaching the plateau stage. This is not just with the 75 hard, but almost like with anything you do. When you start out, you're just like this. Like, you know, you're so excited that something's going on and that you're doing something new. Then at some point, you kind of just go like this. Your end goal's up here. Like, here will be your end goal, and eventually you'll go like this. But at some point in whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to reach this area. And this area is where you see no change. It's a straight line. Everything that happens, like, it just stays right here. And this is where I feel like I'm at. And I'm already used to doing all of these things every single day. I'm not seeing as much changes in my body as I was seeing in the first 3 weeks. And it just seems like a chore at this point to do all of these things. And I'm just getting it done, just going through the motions. If you're in the 75 hard, or if you've experienced any type of plateau, please comment down below and let me know what you've done to kind of get over it. Some things that I've done to get over it is just keep telling myself that at the end of the day, it's not that hard. All you have to do is do this for 75 days. After 75 days, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. More than likely, you're going to end up doing these same things anyway. So just get used to it. This is now your life, and it doesn't hurt you. It's no big deal. The thing that's helped me get through or coast through this little plateau stage is just to understand that it's happening to everybody. Any activity or any habit that you're starting really new, you're going to have a plateau. So just identify it, realize what it is, and keep pushing through it. The way you can keep pushing through it is to remember why you started in the first place. The reason why I started the 75 hard challenge is because I was tired of sitting on the couch all day, every day. I was already sad from the coronavirus thing and being quarantined and stuck in the house. I really wanted to do the things that I wanted to do, like go out there skating, go running, go hiking, things that I used to do when I was younger that I really enjoyed doing, but now I don't do it because I'm too lazy. I'm sitting on the couch, I'm drinking, I'm hanging out with friends and eating all day. And I just didn't have the energy that I want to have and the energy that I have now. So me being in this plateau stage, it allows me to stand on this part of the mountain, because at the end of the day, I'm still higher up than when I started. So it allows me to stand at this part of the mountain and look down and realize, oh shit, Brianna, like, you've come a long fucking way. Like, go girl, get it. and it's only temporary. You're going to still go back up to your incline, but if you allow this plateau to be the end goal, what's going to happen is you're going to go all the way back to the bottom, and you're going to have to start at the bottom, and you're going to be looking up and saying, oh, I was once up there at that one point, but I stopped. I never got to the highest peak because I stopped at the plateau, and that's not what you want. Another thing that I'll do is I will kind of sandwich the things that I don't want to do with things that I already do and things that make me happy. If I don't want to go for my outdoor run, boom, that's the one thing that I don't want to do. I'll sandwich that in between something that I'm already going to do and something that I enjoy doing. Something that I was already going to do, for example, would be take the trash out. I would normally drive my car to the trash compactor and then drive right back home. Like, it's not even that far. So that's something that I have to do. Trash has to go out. I'll put them two together. I'll walk to take out the trash, and by then I'm already have my running sneakers on, I already have on my workout gear, and I'm already outside. Would I not go for a run on the trail when the trail is like 200 feet away? Okay, and that actually brings me to my next point, which is my last point. I'm gonna hurry this up because my roommate's making a bunch of noise, and I wanna make sure that the audio is clear for you guys. New book that I am reading this week. It's called Atomic Habits by James Clear. If you haven't read it, I definitely recommend it. What this book does is it breaks down how to start a new habit in about 5 or 4 simple steps. It teaches you ways of starting good habits and avoiding bad habits. It's an amazing book. It's around 230 pages. I'm almost done with it and I love it. There's a lot of charts, there's a lot of graphs, and he uses a lot of analogies so that way you can understand his message, and his message is clear. It's a pretty easy read, and if I had to rate this, I would honestly give it about 9.5 out of 10, maybe 10 out of 10. I don't have any problem with this book at all. It has everything that you need to understand how to start a new habit and to stop bad ones. Definitely recommend this. Another thing I want to do is give a shout out to RBB, I think their name is, on here on YouTube. They recommended 2 or 3 different good books for me to read. The Art of Resilience is the next book that I will be reading after this book, because I'll finish this by Wednesday. So I'm going to go ahead and order Art of Resilience on Amazon. So thank you so much for recommending that. I think that is all that I had to go over for you guys. I told you I was going to keep it short, sweet, and simple. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to share. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe down below. And I will talk to you guys maybe not next week, but in a couple of weeks, to give you a quick little update on how everything is going with me. So if you're doing this as well with me, please let me know how you are doing, and I will talk to you guys later.